Hello students, welcome to today's lesson. Today we'll be solving a question from permutations and combinations. There are innumerable different types of questions possible from this topic of PNC, different ways in which questions can be framed, different formulae by which we can solve questions of PNC. It is a very important topic with respect to GATE examination as well as all entrance tests that have quantitative aptitude in them. So let us solve this question, wherein we are not only going to learn about combinations, permutations, but we'll also look at circular permutations. In how many ways can 15 people be seated around two round tables with seating capacities of 7 and 8 people? Okay, so we have got in total 15 people who need to be seated around two round tables, and each of the round tables have got a seating capacity of 7 and 8 respectively. Okay, so total we have 15 people, and we have got two tables wherein the first table has a seating capacity of 7, so only 7 of these 15 people can sit here, and the next table has got seating capacity of 8, right? So firstly, for solving this question, you should know how do we use circular arrangements, or what is the formula for circular permutations, right? So how do we define, or how do we express circular arrangements? So if I have, let's say, 5 people, right? If I have, let's say, 5 people, people are distinct. People cannot be identical, right? So we have 5 people means 5 distinct items, and they need to be arranged in a straight line. So in a linear fashion, they want to be arranged in a straight line or in a linear fashion. The number of ways to do that is, if I want to arrange n distinct items, if I want to arrange these 5 people in a linear fashion, how do we do it? The expression is n factorial, right? So the answer would be 5 factorial ways. But if I put these 5 people in a circular fashion, if I say I want to arrange these 5 people not in a straight line but in a circle, along the circumference of a circle, how will we define this? It is defined as n minus 1 factorial. So this will be 4 factorial, right? So this is the basic expression of circular arrangements. So if I want to arrange n distinct items in circular arrangements, then the number of ways to do that is n minus 1 factorial. So this is the first preliminary knowledge that you must have in order to solve this question, that the number of ways in which n distinct items can be arranged in a circular manner is n minus 1 factorial, right? Now we have 15 people and 2 tables. So the first thing you should think of is which 7 of this 15 are going to sit here. How do we decide out of these 15 people, which are those 7 people who are going to sit on this table, and which are those 8 people who are going to sit here? So how do we do this? What are we going to do? We are going to select 7 people out of the 15. So select 7 people out of the 15 people, right? How do we decide who are these 7 people out of this 15 people who can sit in this table? I am selecting 7 people out of the 15 people available. So that's the first thing we do, selection. Selection is combination. So 15 C 7, I am selecting 7 out of 15. Then what am I going to do? I'm going to arrange these 7 people, right? These 7 people can arrange in them among themselves. In how many ways can 7 people arrange among themselves when they are sitting in a circular manner? We just saw it will be 7 minus 1 factorial. That is, it is going to be 6 factorial. Will this be an addition or will this be a multiplication? When do we use addition? We use addition in case of OR. So either this happens or that happens. So either I am selecting or I am arranging, right? But is that the case here? No. Here we are going to use multiplication. Multiplication is used in case of AND. AND means this is happening and that is happening. So first I am selecting and then there is an arrangement, right? So the first step is to select 7 people of this 15 and arrange those 7 people. So the 6 factorial is arrange 7 people, right, in the first round table. What about the next round table? The remaining 8 people are automatically going to the next round table, right? If out of this 15 I've selected 7, the remaining 8 people have to go to the next round table. And in how many ways can we arrange these 8 people in this circle manner? In this circular manner, it will be 8 minus 1 factorial, that is 7 factorial. So this is arrange 8 people. So is this clear? So first I'm selecting 7 people of this 15, then arranging those 7 people in circular manner, and then the remaining 8 people also have to be arranged in circular manner, right? Now let us look at the options. The options are also in the form of factorial, so we don't need to simplify this. If you look at option number C, we have 6 factorial and 7 factorial common with what we have got, 6 factorial, 7 factorial. What's remaining is 15C8 and 15C7. So tell me, is 15C8 equal to 15C7? Is 15C8 equal to 15C7? Try this in your notebooks. Will they be equal? Yes. Why? Because we know that NCR is equal to NCN minus R. So this is another property that in the initial levels of permutation and combination, in the initial levels of this topic, you would have learned. So NCR is going to be equal to NCN minus R. So 15C8 will be equal to 15C15 minus 8, which is nothing but 15C7, right? So these two terms that we have got are actually equal. So option number C is the correct answer. So here's a practice question for you. There are 10 points in a plane, out of which 5 are collinear. So find the number of straight lines formed by joining them. So very simple question. You have 10 points in a plane, of which 5 are collinear. So how many straight lines can be formed? 36, 30, 45 or 35. So attempt the question. Do not forget to leave your answer and your solutions in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you found this video helpful. I'll see you tomorrow with another question of quantitative aptitude for GATE 2022. All the best.